Good morning everyone. Today we will study about the dipole placed in uniform external electric field. So two things we will discuss about that. First thing is the net force acting on the dipole and second is the torque acting on dipole. And we will derive an expression for the torque acting on a dipole. Right? So let's consider a uniform electric field. We know that a uniform electric field is represented by parallel electric field lines. So, if we consider uniform electric field over here, we will consider parallel electric field lines over here. And I am drawing a dipole minus Q plus Q separated by 2a distance, right? Now, P cap is the unit vector which directs from minus Q to plus Q. And what is this P cap? The unit vector along the direction of dipole moment. We have already studied this. Now, this is the direction of dipole moment vector. This is the direction of electric field vector and theta is the orientation of this dipole with respect to the electric field. Now, let's mark the force acting on each of the charges of the dipole. We know that force on a positive Q charge acts along the direction of electric field, because what is electric field? It is a force acting on unit charge. So, this will be the direction of force acting on plus Q charge. And the force acting on minus Q charge will be opposite to the electric field. Now, if we want to find out the net force acting on it, the net force acting on this dipole is equal to QE plus minus QE. So that means this is the sum of force acting on plus Q and force acting on minus Q. Right? So this makes it 0. What happens if the net force acting is 0? Remember the first law, Newton's first law of motion? By Newton's first law of motion, if the net force acting on an object is 0, then the body continues to remain in its state of rest or of uniform motion. So net force is 0. That means there will be no translational motion of this dipole. So this means no translational motion. What is translational motion? You can consider it as linear motion. No translational motion. Why this result is there? Because there is no net force acting on this dipole. Now let's consider torque. Let's recall the concept of torque. What is torque? The rotational effect of force. Rotational effect of force. Do you remember the formula? The formula for torque is either force into the perpendicular distance between them. So if we look at these forces, QE and minus QE, the perpendicular distance between these two will be this part. So if I mark different parts of this triangle, this is A, this is B, this is C. then AC will be the perpendicular distance between these two forces. So either force will be QE. And for perpendicular distance, we have to use a relation between AC and AB. So by trigonometry, what is the relation between AC and AB? This is the perpendicular, this is the hypotenuse. And perpendicular upon hypotenuse is sine theta. So let's recall, this is sine theta, this is sine theta, and this is equal to perpendicular AC upon hypotenuse AB. So this makes it AC is equal to AB sine theta. And how much is AB? AB is 2A. So you can say 2A sine theta is equal to AC. So that's why we are putting this value here. This QE into 2A sine theta is the torque acting on this dipole, right? So this is, if we apply the formula of dipole moment, we know that Q into 2A is dipole moment, that is P. So this becomes PE sine theta. This is torque. We have just written the magnitude of torque. But as observed, the direction of torque is there. So that's why torque is a vector quantity. So we can say that in vector terms, this can be written as P cross E, where the direction of torque is given by the right hand screw rule. Let's consider this is the P vector from the figure and this is the E vector from the figure, and this angle is theta. We have studied in 11th standard that in case we have two vectors A and B, and the angle between the two vectors is A to B, considered theta. So the direction of the perpendicular vector will be normally outward in case A to B is considered, right? But we know that A cross B is not equal to B cross A. It is not commutative. We have studied in 11th standard. So in case we write B cross A, the normal vector will be normally inward. So in case of A cross B, the normal vector is n cap, and in case of B cross A, the normal vector will be, if you look at this, the normal vector is B to A. So normal vector will be normally inward to the plane. So in this case, we are taking this sequence P to E. So that means our torque vector, which is given by the cross product, will be normally inward, because torque is perpendicular to the plane containing P and E, but it will be normally inward, right? So now we have to consider different cases of torque. So this I'm rubbing, we don't need this now. So we will need only the formula part. So let's keep this formula in the box, right? And then we will use this formula for the different cases. Torque is PE sine theta. Let's take the first case, case 1, right? And I'll draw different cases along with the angles. So for the case 1, let's consider that theta is 0 degree. What is theta? theta is the angle between the dipole moment vector and the electric field. So that means if this is our electric field, then our dipole is kept like this and P vector is along the direction of electric field, and that means theta here is 0. Right? So let's see, is there any torque acting? We know that torque is PE sine of 0 degree. So this makes it 0. So that means in this case there will be no torque on this dipole. Right? And this condition is called as the condition of stable equilibrium. What is stable equilibrium? Stable equilibrium means if we want to disturb the stability, it will try to be stable again. So that means if we have a person on which many forces are applied by different persons. So on this person initially was stable, and when these forces are applied, this still remains stable. Then this is called stable equilibrium, because initially also this was in equilibrium, and now when the forces are applied here, it is still in equilibrium. So this is called as the position of stable equilibrium. So theta is equal to 0 is the position of stable equilibrium. So let's take another case, case 2. So case 2, we consider theta is equal to 90 degree. So if we put this value, torque is equal to PE sine of 90 degree. What is the value of sine 90? Sine 90 is 1. So that means this becomes P. So maximum torque is acting on this. So from here we can consider that this is the external electric field and our dipole is kept in this orientation, and this is minus Q and this is plus Q. So that this makes the angle between P and E 90 degree. So in this case the torque will be maximum. What does it mean? That when the dipole is kept like this, it will experience maximum torque, and that will be PE. So it will try to be aligned along the direction of electric field. So let's take another case, case 3. If theta is 180 degree, if theta is 180 degree, then also torque is equal to PE sine 180. This makes it 0. So in this case also the torque will be 0, and this is minus Q, and this is plus Q. So that means the angle between the P cap vector is along this direction and E vector is along this direction. So angle between P and E is what? 180 degree. So this is theta. So that means you can say that this angle theta is 180 degree. In this case also there will be no torque.